After a turbulent few years at the box office, the Marvel Cinematic Universe might finally be regaining its footing, and it's not thanks to another multiverse or Avengers ensemble. It's the Fantastic Four. Specifically, the Fantastic Four: First Steps, which has already broken pre-sale records and may signal a turning point for the MCU. According to Fandango, the film had the best first-day ticket pre-sales of the year, with such high demand that some theater websites even crashed. This isn't just hype, it's a major moment for Marvel Studios and a sign that audiences still care, when given the right story. A long-awaited homecoming for Marvel's first family. The Fantastic Four have long deserved better on the big screen. Previous adaptations, most infamously the 2015 reboot, stripped the group of their core essence, their bond as a family. The Fantastic Four: First Steps, however, is being embraced not just because it's another Marvel movie, but because it understands what makes these characters resonate. This is Marvel's first family, and their dynamic is finally being treated with the respect it deserves. Reed Richards and Sue Storm are more than just teammates, they're partners, both romantically and intellectually. Johnny Storm and Ben Grimm are the comic relief, yes, but they're also the emotional glue, the heart and humor that make the Fantastic Four relatable. The film's trailer highlights this, particularly in Sue's line about facing Galactus, together as a family. It's not just fan service, it's character authenticity. Fans are buying tickets for more than just Galactus. Of course, the promise of seeing Galactus fully realized is a huge draw. Gone is the disappointing Space Cloud version from Rise of the Silver Surfer. In his place, Ralph Inessen's Galactus appears comic-accurate and genuinely intimidating, towering over New York in his iconic purple armor. This adherence to the source material has thrilled longtime fans, especially those who've waited years to see the Coming of Galactus storyline done right. But this isn't just about spectacle. It's about faith in the source material. Director Matt Shakman and Marvel Studios are clearly leaning into what made Fantastic Four iconic in the first place: big ideas, high stakes, and emotional resonance. The team's classic blue and white costumes, the introduction of Franklin Richards, and even the small detail of Reed insisting the family always eats dinner together at 7 p.m., these all add layers that previous adaptations lacked. The Silver Surfer controversy isn't the real story. Much of the online conversation has focused on the casting of Julia Garner as the Silver Surfer, specifically Shalla-Bal instead of the usual Norrin Radd. Critics call it an unnecessary gender swap, but in reality, Shalla-Bal is an established character in Marvel lore. In the Earth X comics, she even serves as Galactus's herald. Bringing her into the MCU doesn't erase Norrin Radd. In fact, it opens the door to more expansive storytelling down the line. Garner's Surfer isn't about replacing a character, it's about expanding the cosmic tapestry of the MCU. If anything, Shalla-Bal's introduction is a bold creative choice that allows Marvel to offer a new twist on a familiar story while still honoring the source material. It also aligns with Marvel's recent trend of exploring alternate universes and lesser-known characters, but in this case, it's grounded in canon rather than invented for convenience. A return to Marvel's storytelling roots. At its best, the MCU has always been about characters first: Tony Stark's arc, Steve Rogers' sacrifice, Challe's moral clarity. But in recent years, some Marvel projects have leaned too heavily on spectacle without enough substance. The Fantastic Four: First Steps feels different. It's not trying to build another multiversal war or overload fans with cameos. It's focused on telling a tight, character-driven story rooted in emotional stakes and familial love. This may be the biggest takeaway from its pre-sale success. Audiences want more than just explosions and Easter eggs. They want stories that matter. They want heroes they can believe in again. Conclusion: why this matters for Marvel's future. The Fantastic Four: First Steps is shaping up to be more than just a box office win. It's a cultural reset for the MCU. Its early ticket sales prove that audiences are still hungry for superhero stories, but only when those stories stay true to the characters and their emotional cores. Marvel Studios appears to have finally realized that flashy CGI and sprawling universes don't matter if the heart isn't there. By getting the Fantastic Four right, Honoring their family dynamic, embracing comic-accurate designs, and respecting the fans, Marvel may have just found its way back to greatness. Whether or not First Steps delivers when it finally hits theaters, one thing is already clear: the world still believes in Marvel's first family. And that belief may be exactly what the MCU needs to step forward again.